Good morrow, lovely little ghosts, and welcome to the Dark Orchard for Laura Watson's 13 Days of Vlogoween Disney Countdown.
As I said in my intro, this is a Vlogoween video. More specifically, this is a Sally from Nightmare Before Christmas inspired video. First thing I want to say is, it's probably better to make your own Sally costume than try to buy one. This is crap. Why do I say that? There's nothing on the back. Nothing. Just a pale pink straight down the back. So I'm not even going to tell you where this came from, but if you are looking for something Sally inspired, look at Spirit Halloween. That would be absolutely adorable for a Halloween look. Now that that bit of negativity's out of the way, because I just had to get it off my chest. Also, buy you a $10 wig from Amazon. Do not wear the wig that comes with a costume. Ever. Let me show you what came with this. First off, it came with gloves. Very, very off from her actual skin tone. And then this thing. This wig is literal yarn. And I know, you're going, well, Sally's a doll, so it makes sense that her hair's yarn. But when you look at Sally, her hair does not look yarn. It looks more like a fine string or actual synthetic hair than it does that. So if you are thinking about a Sally costume, definitely be wary. If you want me to, I can make a video where I piece together a Sally costume. But if you don't make your own, there are better alternatives at like Spirit Halloween or Hot Topic. Once again, not telling you where I got that one, but I promise you it wasn't either one of those places. So yeah, now that that negativity's out of the way, let's get not naked, and I'm going to put on some red lipstick. And no surprise here, but I'm going to be using Cherry Pie from Medusa's Makeup Metal AF collection. There we go, much less naked, and now we're going to get into the body paint. This is a lot of hair, and I'm going to pin it back. Okay, now that the hair is pushed back, we're going to start on the body paint. I'm going to be using the Mayron Paradise Aqua Paint in light blue. And I think I am going to go all the way down the neck with this, but I'm not so sure I'm going to do my hands. We'll see. You do the hands the same way that you do everything else, so I'm maybe not going to do the hands, but we'll see. Grab my body paint brush. Make sure it's clean. It is. I'm going to have to wash brushes soon, because as my mother says, my brushes are always dirty. So I'm saturating the brush with water, and then I'm going to dip into the teal paint. So I've been watching Jackie with Super Enthused, and her Disney vlogs, she shows the cavalcades that are happening at Disney right now. And because they don't have the parades going, they have Halloween themed cavalcades. And one of the cavalcades is a Nightmare Before Christmas cavalcade, and it is just the coolest looking thing. They have Sally up front, and she's like doing doll movements. Then they have Jack at the top, and then Oogie Boogie on the back. And a green Oogie Boogie instead of a burlap. And the Sally is so pretty. I love that cavalcade. And actually that cavalcade was the whole reason why I decided to do a Sally look. And why I decided to do this hair instead of whatever hair it came with. Because the Sally at Disney has human hair. Right now, I feel like Edward Scissorhands when she puts the face mask on him to try to clear up the scars. That's what it looks like to me. Okay. Gonna move on to the neck now. Alrighty, now that I have the blue done, it's not perfect, but that's okay because it doesn't need to be. But now that I have the blue done, I'm going to work on the eyes so they don't look so weird with my normal skin tone there and everything. So first I'm going to tightline my eye by doing the waterline. I'm going to use the black from the Palais Royale palette to fill in the circles around my eyes. I really need to wash brushes, but this one has blue on it already, so we're going to use this brush and go into my giant Wet n Wild palette, and I'm going to use hair. And I'm going to use this glittery blue over top of that black. And I'm going to use this brush and get this darker blue right here. And that's going to be for contour. First thing, I'm going to do the nose. And then I just like to take my finger and smudge out the contour. Same color, I'm going to do the cheekbone. And again, just smudge it out. And then last, I'm going to do under the chin. Okay, I'm going to take that same blue eyeshadow, the light blue that I used for contour, and I'm going to draw out the stitches on Sally's face. So I'm going to be using a white cream paint to draw out these stitches on the line. So I don't know if I said this before I did it, but I used the Wet n Wild Smoky palette. I used the white cream out of that. Now I'm going to go into those white stitches and add a little bit of gray for shading. And when I think Tim Burton or Nightmare Before Christmas, I think of Madeyewlook, because she has come out with some fantastic Nightmare Before Christmas inspired looks. And I just so happen to have a black aqua paint from her collection. So this is the shade Ink, and I'm very excited to use this on a look that reminds me of Lex anyway. So even though I'm not going to be using much of this, I'm going to use it for the first time and I'm excited. Looks so cool. So I'm going to take this really narrow brush, I'm going to dip it in the water, and then I'm going to lightly saturate it with the Madeyewlook ink color. And then I'm going to use one of her techniques, and that's creating a dot at the end of the stitch and dragging it out to create depth. I'm really glad I used cream for the white because it's helping blend out the black dots. I loved this. I can't wait to use it for more exaggerated details on things. And I really want the rest of her collection. I'm actually going to attempt to do something. I don't know if it's going to turn out right or not. But I'm going to take a white cream paint with a clean brush, if I possess such a thing. And I'm going to try to outline around my lips. And then lastly, I'm going to put a little bit of white cream paint in the corner of my eye. With this brush, I'm going to go into the Wet n Wild Smoky palette, this red, and I'm going to go over my eyebrows. Because Sally doesn't have eyebrows, but I have very, very bushy eyebrows. So we're gonna work with it. There we go. Oh, I should probably do the stitch around the neck. I'll do that. I'll do that really quick. I'll do the neck. We're going to utilize this crease that I have and make that the stitch. I'm going to do the gray, all highlighting the side. And then I'm just going to take my kabuki brush from e.l.f. Cosmetics, tap it in some translucent powder, and powder my face. And then the very last thing that I want to do is add mascara. I'm using the Wet n Wild Mega Length because I absolutely adore this applicator. And honestly, if I could get to them right now, I would add lashes to this look. I think lashes would make this look pop. Nyahaha. And there you have it, a Madeyewlook / Sally inspired makeup look. I'm very proud of how this turned out. I actually didn't have very high hopes for it. I didn't think I was gonna translate it very well, but I think it came out okay. For the comments down below, tell me your favorite Nightmare Before Christmas character. And for the comments down below, tell me your favorite Nightmare Before Christmas character. My favorite actually is Sally, just because she's a seamstress, she's a doll, she's absolutely adorable, and she's one of the characters that actually has a level head. So I absolutely adore Sally. This is a little bit more of a detailed look, but it's a lot of fun. And if you don't want to go to all of this, you could just do the upper part of your face and accessorize. All of my cats are fast asleep and I am not going to wake them up. So instead we're going to say bye with Baby Yoda. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video and I hope you come around again soon. Say bye. Bye.
La 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 la. See you real soon.